We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. So here we are with the SPY, the SP500 index, doing a full transition here from the dip area to the rip area in the last several days, breaking through key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 7:06 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. And just an hour later at 8 a.m., our flow bot sent out a SPY bullish flow and continuation of strength there on 42 vision into the bell and after the bell. And call options went up 400% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see, they're popping up within the screen, within the options chain. Some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are at the SPY, continuing with the bright green bars on 42 vision. We're going to talk about some key levels here I would watch going into next week, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bull indicator at 7:05 a.m. And from that moment forward, inflows were above the midpoint, into the bell and after the bell. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 400% plus within minutes to hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY doing a full transition from the dip area into the rip area for multiple days. Bright green bars here, and we're going to talk about what's going on within the charts after doing a full transition from bright green to white with red borders, and now full strength for the last 4 days. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY under a bull indicator, and in yesterday's video, this bear indicator got canceled. Inflows were back above the midpoint, and I talked about how important it was for it to hold true, not just on the 30-minute, but also here on the 1 hour, as it continued to hold true. No bear indicator, and we wanted these inflows. They were above the midpoint to switch from red to green. They did, and we went back up here to inflows of 6.42, some of the highest inflows that we've seen in weeks and months, guys. So this is super important to not ignore how quickly things bounce back up. We found support yesterday at around 400. It found support there, bounced up to the upside, broke through yesterday's resistance of 404, went up to 407, and we talked about after that, the next resistance was 410. Now, it did not reach 410, but it's up there at 409, and that's going to be a critical level to not ignore, especially as we approach it, right? So that bull indicator canceled out this bear indicator. The 1 hour held true. The inflows were back above. They continued higher. And on the 30-minute, we have here the bull indicator that popped up in the second half of the day, sat sideways. Inflows were above. We needed to switch from red to green. It certainly did here at the open and continued above the midpoint all day with this full strength within the charts, guys. So critical levels here were broken through. The inflow stayed strong on multiple time frames, as well as those bull indicators that we were watching in yesterday's video and what I broke down. So what is it that's going to be critical here going into next week? Well, the first thing is these inflows on the 1 hour are at some of the highest points that we've seen in some time. We're near 410. That's going to be a critical level. And will these inflows slow down like they did here yesterday? And you could see what happened, right? It went from 404 to 401. And in these pullbacks, when the inflows stay above the midpoint and there's still strength and the staircasing effect is still in play, I like to call these the setups for the next bull run, right? Those slight pullbacks to set up with strength for the next bull run. And that's exactly what we saw here in today's reaction. So it's going to be critical for these inflows to stay strong. If they start to pull back, that could start to reflect into the charts. Now, on the 30-minute, same thing, right? We have it here under a bull indicator. Inflows are at 4.24. And on the 15-minute, they're above here at 2.90. So we want these inflows to continue strong. No bear indicators popping up, because if they do, they will cancel out these bull indicators and outflows could start to begin. And if they head towards the midpoint and cross it, that can quickly start to reflect into the charts. So the first key levels I'm watching to the downside are the support levels, and that's 407. That's the first support I would keep in mind. And then below that is 405, guys. Now, if that were to happen, I would be watching, will these outflows start to dominate by crossing the midpoint, or will they just switch from green to red, find support, and go back up, and then start to retest those resistance levels? That's going to be critical. I would not ignore that on these charts. Now, to the downside, if those outflows were to break and 405 breaks, well, the next support I'm watching is 403 to 402 area. Now, to the upside, we want these inflows to stay green, stay above the midpoint, and pull up higher, not just on the 30-minute, not just here on the 15-minute, and not just here on the 1 hour. We also want it to stay strong on the 4 hour, guys. The 4 hour here has started to push upwards away from the midpoint, hitting highs here of 9.45 of inflows and a bull indicator here since 397. So that's going to be crucial here as well, as it's done a full transition from the dip area to the rip area here when it went from 385 to 399, and now it's trying to push up towards 410, guys. So this is going to be critical. This is going to be crucial, and those are the key levels I'm watching to the upside and to the downside, as well as these bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflows. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.